All right, everyone. Welcome back to Psych Word. Thank you, DJ Chris Rush, for that awesome mix. Now, we have on the line with us, founder of Shakedown, the band, Dave Frankel. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
We're doing well. We also have Tina Jean, my co-host, that's in on the call with us.
Hey, Dave. What's up?
Hi, Tina. How are you?
Very good. So now you guys have a show tomorrow night at Toad's.
Yes, at Toad's Place tomorrow night.
Now, Dave, before we go into the interview, I just want to say I have a few friends that are diehard Shakedown fans.
Awesome. Let's put them on the guest list. What we'll do is, what you could do is send me an email with all the names of your friends, and we'll get them on the guest list. Love to, have all our friends there.
That is awesome. Wow, that's much appreciated.
No problem. The more the merrier.
So, how did you guys come? How long have you guys been together as a band? Because you are well known throughout the state.
We are. I started the band in 1987.
Okay.
So it's, I don't know how many years it is.
25
years.
87
the original, our bass player, Mark Haberfeld, was our original drummer. And we've gone through a fair number of personnel changes, actually, through the years. But I have, the lineup I have now is the very best. And we've been together, over 15 years with this lineup.
Oh, wow. That's pretty impressive to keep a band together for that many years.
It is. It's like being married to 4 other people. So,
and not getting sex. Yeah, gotcha.
And there's no sex involved, though, right?
Well, that's by benefits. That's kind of what I was meaning.
Yeah.
We try to keep sex out of the band,
So, speaking of relationships and keeping the band intact, I mean, how do you guys do that? Do you have any? Do you have a talking stick? How do you?
No, basically everything is left unsaid. No,
that is really a good. Hey, I like that.
Stuff your feelings. That's what
we have a very. We're all adults, so we work hard at communicating because. Frankly, it makes the music better. The more intimate we are with our with our interpersonal relations, the easier it is to be supportive and be to share our muse with each other on stage, which is what our music is all about.
Okay, very good. Let me ask you a question. I hope the other bandmates aren't listening. Now, you said, so you and the drummer are the original members?
Yes, actually our drummer, he's our bass player now, but he was the original drummer.
Okay, so you're the only 2 original members?
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys feel like you have a little bit more say because you are the founding fathers of the band, or is it a democracy?
Well, not as far as the music. The music is a democracy. In fact, I do all the booking, all the managing, all the promoting. So I personally do most of the behind the scenes work. But when it comes to the music, I defer to everybody.
Wonderful.
And that way everyone owns the important part, which is the music.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I don't think a lot of people realize how much work it is. Getting up on stage and performing is just the tip of the iceberg, but all that work behind the scenes of promoting and booking,
exactly.
I mean, that is a lot of work. It is. So kudos to you.
Now, you guys don't...
I wouldn't be just happy doing the music. I like having... a big say in where we perform, how we perform. It's just kind of my nature. Besides being a musician, I've always been an organizer. In fact, I have a 9-to-5 day job that involves doing a lot of what I do is programming and organizing events and things like that. So that's, it comes natural to me to handle that part of the, the band stuff also. So.
Oh, very nice.
Now, you guys don't only cover Grateful Dead. That's mostly what you're known for, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. But you do other covers as well, right?
Sure. Well, what we really do is we do a Grateful Dead concert. But, the Dead did a whole lot of Motown tunes. They did reggae. They did a lot of folk tunes. A
lot of stoner music.
Folk tunes, like Peggy O. And we do... but we basically do mostly too that the Grateful Dead would have done, like Dear Mr. Fantasy by Traffic, and we don't go too far off what the Grateful Dead did, but we love that. We don't really, it's music we love.
Now, tell us what the most ridiculous, crazy gig you ever had.
The most ridiculous. Okay, I guess it would really. Now that I think about it, we used to do every year Trinity fraternity. One of the fraternities up in Trinity, after their graduation, it would take place in their basement club that they had, and they had a nice stage there. But they also used it for great beer drinking events. Typically, before we play, they would have to wash the floors down, squeegee the floors before we could play, and then it would be mayhem all night long. It would be the same thing they have to do after we were done. So that was pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, that sounds pretty ridiculous.
But nowadays, Toad's Place is pretty crazy, and our late night shows that we do at the Wormtown festivals, they typically, start at 2 or 3 in the morning, go to dawn. And we have people hanging from the rafters. It's just ridiculous.
All right, Dave. So other than the Toad's Place show, before we wrap this up, you're playing tomorrow night at Toad's. Do you have any other upcoming shows besides that you want our listeners to know about?
Absolutely. On May 16th, we're playing a really good club in Bridgeport on Fairfield Avenue called Chubby's. And then the following night, May 17th, we're at the Arch Street Tavern in Hartford, which is another wonderful venue. Those are two great shows. And then we have the Strange Creek Campout Memorial Weekend. We're doing 2 shows. We're do a late night show Saturday night, 11 to 1. And then we are playing immediately preceding Rusted Root on the main stage on Sunday. We have an hour-and-a-half slot right before Rusted Root on Sunday, May 25th. So those are big shows coming right down the pike.
Awesome. That sounds awesome. I'm definitely going to try to get out and check you guys out. And just before we go, if our listeners want to get in touch with you and see, who you are and what you're about, how would they get in touch?
Facebook is probably the best. And you just go Shakedown CT for Connecticut and you'll find us.
Okay.
We have a website also, shakedown.net. And just come to a show. We're always playing every weekend. We're playing Crisscross Estate every weekend. We're compulsive. We need to play every weekend, and that's what we do.
Yes, I know it gets like an addiction.
It really does. A good addiction.
Yeah, good addiction. That's right. Mm-hmm. Well, thank you, Dave, so much for coming and joining us via phone today and speaking with us. Have an awesome show tomorrow,
Thank you.
I will certainly come out and see you guys. I'll come and introduce myself to you.
Definitely. Come on downstairs to our dressing room. I'll have a beer on me.
All right. Like literally on you?
My pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dave.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, so that was Dave Franco's Shakedown. So what we're going to do very quickly, we're going to go into a Shakedown song, and then when we come back, we're going to wrap up the show, guys. So Psych Word 88.7.